Being pretty often comes with a price. And the buck doesn't stop when it comes to the likes of beautiful fish. These colourful counterparts to the sea have been adorning fancy tanks and office walls for years. Visitors flock to aquariums around the world just to catch a glimpse of some of these beachy beauties. And if not for show, people will pay top dollar for these dashing delicacies, as fish has been a staple food of many cultures since centuries past. They're not just tasty, they supply us with a load of health benefits, from nutrients to satisfy our needs in the form of omega-3s to other powerful proteins. Sometimes being healthy also comes with a price, but it's worth it. The most expensive fish, and the hardest to find, include varieties such as swordfish, king salmon, poisonous pufferfish, yellowfin, and bluefin tuna. Amazingly, the price per pound for these fancy fish can exceed $20 per pound and more. Dependent on whether you're eating in or dining out, here is a list of the 10 most expensive fish. Wild king salmon. Another king of the ocean, wild king salmon, also known as CHINOOK salmon, and the most difficult salmon species to catch year after year. This shiny scaled swimmer with the pink interior is popularly consumed for its high fat and flavour content, not to mention the wild kind species is among the largest of its kind. Fish suppliers are constantly out, simply due to the nature of demand, and disappointed diners must turn to the more commonly affordable red sockeye salmon. The price per pound at the Wild Alaskan Salmon Seafood Company weighs in at $22. 9. Ahi Yellowfin Tuna. Ahi tuna is renowned for its delicious quality and therefore comes with a hefty price. A suitable replacement for the money-hungry bluefin, its colourful counterpart is known for its firm and flaky texture and versatility that makes it a sushi must-have. The most expensive shipment of this variety of tuna comes from the Honolulu Fish Company at an impressive $162 per 3 pounds. 8. The Pacific Swordfish. While fresh catch is only brought in from August through October, the hearty Pacific Swordfish is made available throughout the entire year. Due to its meaty nature, foodies prefer the cooking style to be grilled and prepared in the style of a kabob. What makes the swordfish such a delicacy stems from the difficulty in fishing for these coveted creatures, as well as the high demand from a large population of people who enjoy it. Thus, the Pacific Swordfish is now considered to be among one of the most valuable fish in the world. The good news? Recent conservation efforts have maintained the delight, so it's a safe meal as it is no longer sweeping the endangered list. The price of Pacific Swordfish goes up to $62 for only 24 ounces. 7. Coffin Bay King Oyster. As the name implies, these Australian Coffin Bay oysters really are king of the ocean. Selling at $100 each, this money-making mollusk has been the recent target for the world's best restaurants. While usual oysters sell for $20 a dozen and only grow in their habitat for 18 months, the Coffin Bay King grows for 6 years and produces 10 times the extra meat inside their pearly white exteriors. For anyone who understands the brilliance of wine, the owner of this South Australian oyster farm compares his award-winning beauties to a flagship of the wine industry, PENFOLD GRANGE. They really do have a wow factor. The flavour is incredible, and who knows what people will pay for them in the long run, he says. And to him, the price tag is well worth it. Most oysters have 10 to 12 kilograms of meat, and Coffin Bay Kings have an impressive 100, which explains their size of tenfold. According to the team behind the mollusk monopoly, their oysters are in high demand due to their clear and pristine waters. 6. Pufferfish. This delightful delicacy is well known for being a deadly member of the sea. Only one drop of poison from the powerful pufferfish will deem a diner dead instantaneously. Therefore, this fishy risk requires preparation by a chef with a minimum of 3 years training in order for the pricey puffer to hit tables. During this special training session, qualified chefs learn how to transform the toxic nature of this creature to something edible. It's possible to order the pufferfish online, though due to a warning label that cautious, imminent and quite painful death, it is only recommended that food enthusiasts don't try this at home. Due to FDA regulations, there are fewer than 50 dining establishments authorized in Japan to serve the exclusive pufferfish. One fish goes for about $280, and prices for a portion range from $12 to $200, dependent on whether diners are seeking a super small snack or the full experience. 5. Bay eel. The bay eel, also known as the American eel, came from Chesapeake Bay in the United States. While it's not considered to be an endangered species by most parts of the world, it has made it on the list of protected animals. This slithery sea serpent is a crucial component to freshwater ecosystems. They are considered a top-order predator, in which they aid in the regulation of other marine populations. Further, bay eels are also a significant food source for bigger fish, birds and mammals. North America celebrates the bay eel as one of the healthiest meals in America, containing a myriad of minerals such as calcium, magnesium, potassium, selenium, zinc and iron. If the benefits alone aren't impressive, the bay eel is considered by the nation as one of the most expensive seafoods in its history. While the price per pound for this fish reached upwards of 5,000 Hong Kong dollars, the US government has deemed eel populations and the commercial industry worth $12 million in 2017. 4. Almas caviar. Caviar doesn't have to be a luxury of the rich and famous, or maybe it does. The Caviar House in PRUNIER is the only eatery in the world offering Almas caviar to the exquisite likes of its clientele. These elegant eggs are served and sold in a tin made of 24-karat gold. The price of these fancy fish eggs? $25,162. 3. Aquarium fish. Aquarium fish can add an exotic and tranquil feel to any doctor's office or family home. Yet these small swimmers don't come free. While a fish is valued according to its rarity, uniqueness, and special features, some of these beauties can cost up to $400,000. And fish collectors and enthusiasts consider the splurge worth every penny. For example, the platinum AROWANA is a dull-looking submarine of a fish, lacking the ability to smile. Yet this $400,000 phenomena is considered the most rare and expensive fish in the world. In fact, this fancy fish is so valuable, a microchip is planted into it before allowing to mature sexually. This fish can reach large sizes and is said to be one of the best pet fishes to own. The freshwater polka dot stingray looks exactly as it sounds, and this spotted sea beauty can sell at an upward of $100,000. This fantastic-looking fish is from the freshwaters of the Amazon, have a tail reaching up to 1 foot in length, and are considered a favourite among collectors. The masked angelfish looks a bit like Zorro, and has an iridescent white figure, with a deep purple masked face and tail fin. The mysterious marine creature sells for $20,000, and is associated with the captivating coral reefs nestled among the Hawaiian Islands. The $10,000 bladefin fish is as cute as it is tiny, making the find all the more worth it. Extremely hard to seize due to their size as well as speedy swimming, this Caribbean catch likes very deep waters, also adding to the rarity of one's aquarium edition. If one were looking for a much more affordable fish friend, alas, in its angelic form, the CLARION angelfish prized at a measly $2,500. This spectacular specimen with a neon yellow body and striking cobalt blue markings make this gorgeous guppy a fish tank favourite. 2. The legend of the white koi carp. Ever wonder if rich pets have better lives than you? They do. S-Legend, an extremely rare red and white koi carp, is proof that fish can lead exciting lives too. The Japanese-bred koi is now known as the most expensive live fish ever sold in history. After raking in an astonishing $1.8 million during a fierce bidding war at the Saki Fish Farm in Hiroshima in October of last year, evidently these koi connoisseurs flock from all over the world to covet or even catch a glimpse of the most expensive fish ever sold. Not much is known about the buyer, except that she is a Taiwanese woman called Ying Ying. Speculated, however, is that she is mind-blowingly wealthy and an avid follower of the koi community. Miss Ying Ying has now been awarded the opportunity to breed the award-winning S-Legend, which will produce about 500,000 eggs, with only 5,000 becoming marketable quality. S-Legend is a 101 centimetre long white koi carp, from the highly regarded Kohaku variety. The female fish won first prize at the famed All Japan Koi Show this past year and is expected to earn her second title in 2019. Bragging rights which highly interested the likes of Miss Ying Ying. No pressure for the pretty pond dweller, however, as S Legend is expected to compete in shows for at least another 2 years or so. 1. Kiyoshi Kimura, the Tuna King. In 2013, Japanese sushi tycoon Kiyoshi Kimura caught the record for the most expensive tuna ever purchased, and this new year of 2019, he doubled that. Kimura dished out an astonishing $3.1 million for a giant tuna, deeming this silver swimmer the world's most expensive. The bluefin tuna, an endangered species, was purchased by the Gutsy Guru at Tokyo's new fish market this new year. Weighing in at 612 pounds, Kimura claims it was worth every penny. Normally, a fish of this size and caliber would auction off at around $60,000. However, today's record is solely based on status. Mr. Kimura gushes about how the sale will create a boatload of publicity for his already well-known sushi empire. On the flip side, the hefty price tag is an indication of the scarcity in our seas for the Pacific bluefin tuna. They are firmly placed on the WWF, World Wildlife Fund, as a vulnerable species, while the Atlantic bluefin are absolutely endangered. What's more, last month saw Japan's announcement that they would restart commercial whaling. The nation withdrew from the IWC, International Whaling Commission, which banned commercial whaling in 1986 after species were almost poached to extinction. Conservation groups are beside themselves with the consequences that will ensue, yet the new auction fish market is busy with the hype. At $8,000 per kilo, the tuna sold there was 8 times the price of silver, making the world's biggest fish market a popular tourist attraction. It's clear that certain seafood delicacies fetch a high price. So, we ask you, what is the most you have ever paid for a single seafood dish? Was it worth the price? Let us know in the comments below, and thanks for watching.